Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. I am back again with another video. This channel is for those who are into budgeting, paying down debt, building savings, or simply trying to be more intentional with money. If that sounds like something you are interested in, please continue to watch. In this video, I will be going over my weekly spending for the month of August 17th. I will let you guys know I overspent. I went over budget. Some things that I purchased this week was not in my budget at all. And I did use my credit cards, and unfortunately some of those balances may carry on because I fell off the wagon, if you will. So the week of August the 17th, I spent a total of $751. So I am going to show you exactly where I spent all of that money. I did write them down, and the monies that I do have budgeted for, I will be unstuffing those into my cash tray, and I will also be unstuffing my electricity bill today. That is $182. So let's go ahead and get to it. So we move that out the way. I actually don't have to tilt my papers today because I already wrote down because I already wrote everything down. So, all right. Monday the 17th was a no spend day. I did not spend any money. Tuesday was a no spend day as well. And then on Wednesday, I got my hair done. I did get a haircut, and I did purchase mousse from my hairstylist. She does sells hair products as well, and I walked out spending $233, and that was including the $10 tip that I tipped the person who washed my hair. I also made a purchase at Amazon for $54, and then I made a purchase at Hairbrella, which is a company that sells like bonnets with satin lining for hair, as well as like shower caps that have satin lining as well. So it is a company that make hair products that are good for your hair. So I didn't add up my total, so I guess I better go ahead and do that. So for Wednesday, I had 233 plus 54 plus 41, that equals $328 that I spent on Monday. So I will go ahead and tilt my papers just a little bit. So $328 for Wednesday, not Monday, but Wednesday. Okay. And for hair and beauty, I will go into my beauty binder or my beauty envelope, but I do not have $233 in there. And Hairbrella, this will be considered beauty as well. And then there's Amazon here in the amount of $54. And I'm not even sure if I have that. So let's go ahead and see exactly how much money I have in my beauty envelope. So we're gonna go ahead and count out what I do have. I have 50, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. $154. So I'm going to go ahead and put in $154. So I'm going to write 223 because I did pay the $10 in cash. So I'm going to do So I am going to do 223 minus 154 equals $69 over budget. So I'm going to write a 69 here. That's how much I was under budget. But I am going to add the 154 to my cash tray. Okay, so now let's go to Amazon, and that is a household purchase as well, and I will see how much I have in my household items. I have $40. That's all that I have. So I am going to subtract the $40 here, and that is going to equal That equals 14. So I am $14 under budget here. But I am going to stuff the $40 in there for Amazon. Hairbrella, that is a beauty category. I am under budget again. So I'm going to write $41 here. And let me add how much I am under budget total. So 69 plus 14 plus 41 equals $124 under budget. So I'm going to write 124 under budget. All right, and I am not happy about that at all. So let's go ahead and go to Thursday. Thursday, I had to pay my notary insurance. I am a certified notary, and every year you have to pay your insurance bond. That came out of my paycheck in the amount of $23, so I don't have to unstuff that. On Friday, I had an Amazon purchase as well. I bought that Black Girl Vitamins Collagen, and I guess I would consider that to be in the health category, but unfortunately I do not have a health category that is funded. I do have a health envelope, but it is not funded at all. So technically the $40 here again is under budget. So I'm going to write here $40 was my total spend, and I have $40 under budget. Okay. So on Saturday, I did go to have dinner, not dinner. On Saturday, I went to First Watch, which is a breakfast and brunch place with one of my friends, and I spent $30, including the tip. So I am going to grab the money. Actually, it's under the food category, but I want to also say it's like under social dining and or entertainment. So I'm just going to grab the amount I have left in my wallet, and that is $26. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my purple binder and go to food so that I can fund the $30. I'm going to need $4 more actually. So I'm just going to put a single in here and take a 5 to make 30. So now I am all out of my spending money this week. So I am going to stuff this $30 into the cash tray. And then next was Kroger purchase. I had a delivery in the amount of $123. So I am going to grab that. So for food, I'm going to grab 123. So 100, 120, 21, 22, and 23 for food. Okay. Okay, so First Watch and Kroger, I did make budget for that. So this is 30 plus 123 is 153 is my total for Saturday. And I had such a good time catching up with my friend. She lives out of state, so she was here for the weekend, so we was able to catch up. It was really nice seeing her. All right, so let me go to Sunday. Sunday, I went to Barnes & Noble. I hadn't been to Barnes & Noble in quite some time. I bought a few books. I bought a notebook. I bought some pens. I actually enjoyed myself in Barnes & Noble, but the only problem was it was unbudgeted. It was not budgeted for. So I am going to put an 85 here and circle it because that money was unbudgeted. Next is Kroger. I went to Kroger because some things that you order from delivery, sometimes when you order delivery from Kroger, especially on the weekend, they are out of a lot of products. So it's kind of frustrating because I don't want to spend my weekend at the grocery store, but at the same time, I want to make sure if I do a delivery that I get everything that I ordered. And unfortunately, as of lately, that has not been the case. There have been missing items or just items that are not in stock. And then I have to end up going to the grocery store anyway. The only difference is, though, the trip is much shorter because I'm only going in there for exactly what I couldn't get delivered to my home. So that was $59 that I spent at Kroger. So I'm just going to remove $59 from my food category. That's not my food category. $59 from my food category. So I'm going to grab a 50 and a 10. And then I'm going to just take out a single from my cash tray to cover $59. Okay. All right. So then I went to an herb shop. It is like loose herb because I do drink tea every morning. And at this particular herb shop, they have what's called an immune boost tea. And it's good for your immune system. And I've been drinking this tea since November, and I have not been sick since November from drinking this tea. And then I get other herbs, like I get hibiscus, and I get blue spirulina, and I love goji berries as well. So those are just some of the things that I got from the shop, but I spent $63, and that was not budgeted for, and that could fall up underneath the health category too. So with my herb shop visit and my collagen that I got from Black Girl Vitamins, I do need to start funding my health envelope, if only a little bit, because I do like to think about my health and be conscious of my health. So I wrote $751 here, but this is the total amount of money that I spent this week. So I need to go ahead and wipe this out and then put the exact total that I spent on Sunday. So let's see, I had 85 plus 59 plus 63, that equals $207. And then I had $63 from odds and herbs that was unbudgeted. So I have 85 plus 63, which is 148 unbudgeted. So I'm going to write here 148 unbudgeted. Unbudgeted. So 148 plus 40 plus 41 plus 14 plus 69 equals $312 unbudgeted this week that I spent. And I'm not happy about that, guys, but this is the reality, and I'm just being transparent. I went on a mini spending spree, if you will. So out of $751 I spent, 312 was unbudgeted. So last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and unstuff my electricity bill that's due this week. And that is going to be $182. So I am going to, so I have $250. So that means I do 50 a week. So I have 50 extra dollars as of now. So if my bill is $182, that means I'm going to need $18 from my cash tray. So let me remove $18. So I got a 10, a 5, and 3 singles. So 18 plus 50 is 68. So I have 68 extra dollars from my electricity envelope. I put $50 in there every week, and that my bill usually stay under $200 a month, and that's with running the AC throughout the summer. So now that summer is coming to an end, I know that my electricity bill is going to be much lower. Otherwise, I would keep this inside of my envelope for a buffer, but I'm just going to take this money and I'm going to put it inside of my debt envelope. So I'm going to go to the back here, and I have a credit card debt envelope here that I already have monies that was left over from bills and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add this money to it And at the end of the month, I am going to put this on my Capital One credit card, which is the current card that I am paying off this month. And I will let you guys know exactly how much is in this credit card debt envelope. So that is it, guys. This is my real numbers for the week of August the 17th. Although I am a little unhappy about not sticking to my budget, sometimes you have to give yourself a little leeway to have a little fun. I'm not there completely yet, but I know that I will be one day. And now that I've bought these items, I probably won't have any unbudgeted items for some time, hopefully. Or I just need to beef some categories up so that I don't find myself in this place again. So that is it, guys. That is my weekly spending video. I spent a total of $751. 312 of those dollars was unbudgeted. And then I unstuffed my electricity bill in the amount of $182. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this video, let me know down in the comments, because I kind of enjoy making them, because I feel like it gives me a glimpse into the realness of what I'm spending and how I'm actually moving, and showing up and being honest with you guys, as well as holding myself accountable. So that is going to be it, guys. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.